Hello, I'm Dr. Amanda Beaman of York Region CBT, and today I'm going to demonstrate progressive muscle relaxation. This is a way of working on difficulties like anxiety, sleep difficulties, or tension in the body. And the exercise is going to last about 15 minutes. Throughout this exercise, we'll be tensing and then releasing different muscle groups throughout the body. It's important to keep in mind that if you ever felt pain with any of the movements that we do, that you stop doing that movement and perhaps wait until we've moved to another body part. So at no point should you be experiencing pain while doing this exercise. It's meant to bring your awareness to your body and how your body feels when it's tense and how your body feels when it's relaxed. And the more we gain this awareness, the better able we are to notice early on when we've started to become anxious or tense. And we learn by practicing this how to release that tension. So find a comfortable chair. You can do this laying down, although the problem with laying down is that it can result in people falling asleep, which is nice. However, for the purposes of learning the technique, it's best to practice when you're alert in the beginning. And then if you want to later use it as a method of relaxing the body to fall asleep, please feel free to do so. For now, though, I'd like it if you could please find a comfortable seated position, one that keeps you alert. I'm just going to adjust the screen just for a moment so that you can see my entire body. There we go. So for progressive muscle relaxation, ideally we're kind of seated with our bodies a bit forward on the chair. This allows for us to have our feet firmly planted on the floor, and it allows us to have a straighter back. When we're sitting further back in the chair, we tend to slouch. That's our kind of natural go-to. So moving your buttocks forward in the chair allows your feet to be firmly planted. And for a moment, just closing your eyes and bringing your attention to your body. Observing the general state of the body in this moment. Perhaps you're noticing areas of tension or areas of fatigue or areas that feel relaxed. Just bringing that awareness into the body. And now bringing your attention to your hands. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to clench your hands into fists as tightly as you can. Holding that tension, allowing it to build in the hands, noticing sensations of tension building in the hands and forearms, and release. Let the palms open and observe the difference between that tense state and this relaxed state. And again, tensing your hands into fists, allowing the tension to build, noticing sensations of tension building in the hand, forearms. Try not to hold your breath. Hold that tension and release. Allow the palms to open and notice the tension leaving the body. And now, tensing your hands into fists again, and this time bring your hands up towards your shoulders. We're going to hug our arms in towards our body as tightly as we can. So we're almost giving ourselves a very tight hug. You may notice tension building in the biceps, the triceps, shoulders, the forearms, the hands. Hold it here and release. Let the arms drop down, the palms of the hands open, and observe that difference between that tense state and this more relaxed state. And again, clenching the hands into fists and bringing them up towards the shoulders, and then holding everything in tightly. You'll notice tension, perhaps building in the biceps, triceps, forearms, shoulders. Hold it here. Allow that tension to build. And relax. Let the arms drop down, the palms open. And observe the difference between that tense state and this relaxed state. And now bringing your attention to your shoulders. I'd like you to please shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Only as far as it does not cause pain for you. Sometimes if we have tight shoulders, it can hurt to do this movement. So just be mindful of that. Noticing the tension building in the shoulders, the upper back, maybe in the chest. Hold it here. And release. Let the shoulders become heavy. And notice the difference. And again, shrugging the shoulders right up to the ears. Noticing sensations of tension building. Maybe there's some burning sensation or tingling. Observing that. Hold it and release. Let the shoulders become heavy. And notice the difference between that tense state and this more relaxed state. And now we're going to bring our chin to our chest very slowly. You might think about first making a double chin and then slowly bringing the chin to the chest. You may notice tension in the back of the neck. It may radiate even to the base of the skull or behind the ears. Observing that tension building. Hold it here. And then very slowly, bring the chin back to neutral. And observe the difference. And again, making a double chin. And then slowly bringing your chin to your chest. And noticing areas of tension building in the neck, perhaps along the tops of the shoulders or behind the ears or the base of the skull. Hold it. And then very slowly bring your chin back to neutral. And take a moment here to observe the difference between that tense state and this more relaxed state. Now we're going to focus again on the shoulders and the chest. This time what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to roll the heads of the shoulders back and then squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back, as if you were trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades at the back. You're squeezing those muscles in the upper back together and noticing tension building here. You may notice again a burning sensation or tingling. Hold it and release. And notice the difference between that tense state and this more relaxed state. And again, rolling the heads of the shoulders back and squeezing the shoulder blades together as tightly as you can without causing pain. Hold it here. And release. Notice the difference between that tense state and this more relaxed state. Now bring your attention to your face. What we're going to do is we're going to scrunch our face up as if we're trying to make it as small as we possibly can. So we're going to squint our eyes together, scrunch up our nose, purse our lips. You can even clench your jaw, as if you're trying to make your face so small it could fit into a glass. And you'll notice tension building up around the eyes. In the nose, you may notice tingling or numbness. This is all normal. Hold it here and release. And observe the difference between that tense state and this relaxed state. And again, scrunching your face up as if you're trying to make it small. Squeezing the eyelids together, scrunching up the nose, pursing the lips and clenching the jaw. Hold it here. And release. And observe that difference. We're going to make our way to the bottom half of the body. First, we're going to stop at the belly. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to imagine that there's a string attached to your belly button, and it's pulling your belly button towards the back of the chair. So you're pulling your belly button in, and then you're contracting those belly muscles, as if something was going to hit you in the belly and you want to make them strong. Holding it here. Noticing tension building in the belly. Maybe there's burning, tightness. Hold it and release. Let the belly completely relax. Notice the difference between that tight belly and this relaxed belly. We often hold our belly in when we're stressed or anxious, and this affects our breathing, the ability of our diaphragm to move properly. When we have a relaxed belly, our breaths are fuller. And now, again, imagine there's a string pulling your belly button towards the back of the chair. We're pulling it in, and then we're contracting those belly muscles as tightly as you can. And noticing the tension building there. Perhaps some sensations of tightness, or you may even notice how it changes your breath. Hold it and release. Observing the difference, and perhaps observing the difference in how our breath moves through the body when our belly is relaxed. And now, moving down to the legs. For this, you could sit back in your chair if you need to. What we're going to do is we're going to lift our legs up off the floor in front of us. And we're going to point our toes towards our head or towards the ceiling. And holding our feet like this and our legs up like this, we're going to notice tension building in the quads, in the calves, in the ankles, the tops of the feet. Observing those sensations of tension building. Hold it and release. Let the feet drop down. Let the thighs become heavy. Notice the sensations of relaxation compared to the tension. And again, lifting the feet up off the floor and pointing the toes towards the head. observing the sensations of tension building. Perhaps you're noticing heat in the thigh muscles. Maybe you're noticing a stretch in the calf muscles, or tightness around the ankles or toes. Hold it here and release. Let the feet drop down, let the thighs become heavy. And observe the difference between those sensations of tension and this more relaxed sensation. And now lifting the feet up again, and this time pointing the toes down towards the floor. Here you may notice sensations of tension building in the tops of the feet, calves, quads, the hips. Notice those sensations of tension building and release. Let the feet drop down, let the ankles become loose. Let the thighs become heavy. And observe the difference between the tense state and this relaxed state. And again, lifting the feet up off the floor and pointing the toes down. Notice those sensations of tension building in the ankles, calves. Hold it here and release. Let the thighs become heavy. Observe the difference between that tense state and this more relaxed state. And now bring your attention to sensations of breathing. You can close your eyes and observe the breath. Observe the breath entering and leaving the body. Thank you for joining me for this brief progressive muscle relaxation exercise. And in order to get benefit from it, I would suggest practicing it every day if you can for about a 2-week period. And this is enough time for your brain to make the connections between your body and becoming more relaxed. And it helps you to learn what happens in your body when you become tense. And then it gives you the skills to be able to learn how to relax it. And if you enjoyed this video, we'd love to hear from you. So please post comments below or send us a message at admin@yorkregioncbt.com. Thank you.